Hello, hello. My name is
Hello.
Jacque and welcome to my van, Cream Soda.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm from South Africa, busy traveling across Europe, and I'm currently traveling across Spain. And
Yeah.
let's go have a look.
Have a question to you. Tell me about this van. So, like, which model, which year is it, and
Sure.
where did you get it?
So this is a Citroen Jumper, 2005 model. It's got 335,000 kilometers on the clock. So it's quite an old vehicle. It's got quite a lot of mileage, but I think it will go and go and go as long as I look after it. 2.8 liter diesel, and it's got the good old German green sticker. So that's very important. It is a German vehicle, and it was a conversion done several years ago as well. It's got a couple extra things like a backup camera and all-terrain tires, all-season tires, and yeah.
So you bought it like that, right?
Yes, I bought it
Everything
like
was
that.
installed.
It's pretty much all stock. I haven't changed anything.
How many horse power here? Like around? Have no idea. It's like
Not
two?
a clue.
And,
Not a clue.
Okay.
Can't tell you that. We'll have to look that up.
And how many liters?
70 liter tank, 2.8 liter diesel,
Yeah, and like for 100 kilometers, how much?
about
takes
650 k's to a tank.
in a tank?
Yeah, so it's about just 10 or 11 liters per 100.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay.
not the most efficient, but it's efficient enough. The conversion that they installed, or that the person installed that I bought it from, has a 100 watt hour solar panel. I think it's 100 watts or 100 kilowatt battery, backup extra battery, and it has a little kitchen, little fridge, little solar fridge that works off the battery, and of course a little sink as well, and a 6 kg or 5.9 kg gas bottle.
How much did you pay?
8,000 euros.
Because this is the most
8,000 euros cash.
will be interesting
Yeah,
question.
8,000 euros cash, of course,
Okay.
all in. But I have broken down, so I have had to pay a little bit more in, of course, already. But yeah, that's the van. Comes with a little step, little electric step, which is really great. So that can be,
It's a bit
that can work over here, in and out. It's a little bit noisy. It's not a new model.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as the Germans do, we don't go in with our shoes. We take our shoes off.
So what did you change already? You said like that you lost motor already during your trip. No?
I didn't change anything. The motor fell out.
Oh, okay.
So an engine mount broke on the motor, and the whole motor fell down. So I haven't changed anything in the vehicle yet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we're basically straight into the living area. And in the back there is the bedroom, as it were, or the sleeping area. These are my curtains.
Mm-hmm.
These great, they actually work really well as blackout curtains in the back there. There's one for each window, and then two for the side window here.
Okay, what is the size of the bed? In general, like, and tell me about the height.
It's, I believe it's 1.85, 1 meter 85 centimeters.
Yeah.
By 160. So it's basically a double bed,
Yeah.
which is really, really luxury.
And height is we talked
Height,
about
we're
it.
talking about 180, 180, yeah, about 180. So I'm
180,
173, so it's about 180, which is quite nice for me to be able to stand. The only place where I can actually stretch though is here, and if I take my mosquito blind away, then I can actually stretch my hands up,
Yeah.
which
perfect.
is my stretching point, of course. But then my mosquito blind must stay in. I've got plenty of storage, so there's storage under there. I've got a fold bike in there. I've got a stand-up paddleboard in there. I can lift this entire bed system up like that.
Mm-hmm. And then you have storages there.
And I've
yeah?
got storage on that side and on that side. I've got clothes storage up there. I've got all of this open storage here, which is really great for things like vanity bag and towels and extra little things that I need to get to, my caps. And then I've got coffee on hand, very quick and easy if I want to make my coffee. That's quick and simple. Just came through Italy, so I have some Italian coffee.
Okay.
Don't know if we should be showing brands though, probably not, because we don't have any sponsors yet. And then plenty of food storage here as well, spices and everything there. So there's ample amount of storage, area for the bin, area for the gas, area for extra water. And then over here as well, there's even more storage for just kitchen
stuff, right?
stuff. And then underneath there is the little battery setup that I have. So
you said you had solar panels, right?
yes, so if you stick the camera up, just want to double check and see where it is. If you stick the camera up and backwards there, you'll see the solar panel, 100-watt solar panel. I'll hold.
Yeah, I think it is. So 100, but you don't have inverter with that, right?
No, I don't have an inverter. So here's my little like battery capacity system here that shows. So I've got the capacity that shows the engine battery, and then of course the backup battery, which is used a little bit there.
But this one normally, this one you charging with the solar panel.
The one at the bottom is charging the solar panel, so that's the one that's...
This one charging?
Yeah.
Or this one?
No, that's the water. That's the water
it's
tank.
water, okay.
So my water, you can see, is quite low.
Yeah, that's what it's like. What is it? Okay.
Yeah.
But
and then
still
of course,
it's charged, it's almost full, no?
well, the top one is almost full.
Yeah, so
which
it means
is,
that like today it was charged a little bit.
Well, the top one is the engine battery, starter motor. So that's my starter battery.
You have two batteries,
and then
right?
there's a second battery, which is...
okay.
It's like
it was first
a little
battery.
bit down,
Okay,
but
okay.
like this morning, for example, it was down. It was 2 blocks down, so it's got a little bit more there. This I just keep on because obviously all the lights at night. And then this is my tank. So there's my water. I don't know if you want to wasting water there. And
I like the table. I said to you already.
my table. Yeah, this is my work zone. And I've got plenty of storage underneath here, which this also folds down into another bed. So not the most comfortable bed, but it does fold down. Apparently it's a 2-meter bed as well, which is quite incredible. And then, so that's how I work. So I set up my tablet and stuff there. I've got a little, I guess I can show you my fancy little hideaway storage which is actually a lockable compartment. For my tablets and stuff, so all of that stays under there, and it kind of looks like it's out of the way as well. So that's all there, that's set up, and then of course you've got your cockpit or your driving area.
How normally you lock this port? Like you have something or not?
Oh,
curtains or something?
So I've got this was all built in before I bought the van.
Okay.
So that goes up like that, and then I just close those.
Yeah.
So I have a little bit of light that comes through, but
and
it's
side one as well.
And there's side ones as well on both sides.
They just show one in this.
Which
Okay,
really
got it.
Is really great. Going through like that, that's really, really easy, and it's like complete blackout, so it's really amazing. And even with the sunroof as well, the sunroof has its own one as well. So that's really, and it's again full blackout, so it's completely pitch black in here, which is amazing. I can sleep really well, actually, and because I'm a shorty, I fit on nicely with the bed. Plenty of storage up here as well. There's a couple things that I still want to get to do myself, of course, like I need to get my sponges and soaps and stuff out of here, and I want to build a little storage area here, as it were, for it. This seat can swivel, so I've got the option to swivel this seat around if I want, but it's not like it's not the easiest swivel, and it can really only go about that far. It can't
so it's
really
maximum,
swivel.
right?
Well, it can. I mean, you can get it like, I think it's like a 70-degree swivel, so it can go to around there, and I can seat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people.
And this one turning as well or not?
No, this one doesn't turn.
Okay.
I can seat 5 people legally in this car and drive with them.
Awesome.
So there's a 5th seat belt that comes up over here if I really want. I really wouldn't want to do that to somebody. That would be terrible. They'd have to fit face backwards.
Yeah.
But for a baby seat or something like that, it would work quite nicely.
How about shower? How normally you take shower?
So there is, I've got a
Electricity, we got it. That's you have
electricity.
solar panels. You have
So if I need to have a shower, I've got
Power
a
bank.
little outdoor.
power banks. Okay.
I've got a little outdoor shower that I can connect on this side,
Ah, okay.
and if you just flick this switch here again, you'll see that
You can use it.
I can
Okay, I got it.
shower that
I got
way.
it, I got it.
So that's my outdoor shower. It's a bit of a mission to get out there.
How about toilet?
So that's a bit of a tricky one.
This is the most interesting
So
part.
I've got an emergency toilet.
Yeah.
I'll show you how that works. Let me give me a second here to get this out, because this is the hard part. Oh yeah, I need to turn it off, that's why. Getting the shower in is really easy, but getting it back out is hard. Crikey. Oh wait, I think it's because it needs to be sprayed down and then it releases.
Do you normally have any heating or AC?
Yes, I don't have air conditioning, but I do have a heating system. Okay, I'll leave that for now.
If it's cold, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have air conditioning. I do have a heating system. So part of this panel here is the heating, and I just have to press that, and then my heating system turns on, and I can set the temperatures, of course, there as well.
But normally it's like taking the gas or...
No,
or-
it uses diesel. It's connected to the diesel tank.
you need to run off the...
No,
no?
it runs its own. It's got its own little pipe that runs
Okay.
into the diesel tank,
Uh-huh.
and then it takes from there. I think that's the way it's set up. It could also be set up to the electrical system. Like I said, I don't know the van that well yet. I've only owned it for, well, since the 13th of September, so 5 weeks. And I've only been traveling now for
Yeah. You didn't use it, right? Yes.
20 days. I started on the 19th of September, bought it on the 13th of September, so I've had it for 6 days then, and it's now the 12th of October, so I haven't even been on the road for 28 days yet. Yeah, there's plenty of storage capacity here as well. So I've got a whole bunch of storage capacity,
of-
anti-slip there. You asked about the toilet, so this is the emergency toilet.
Okay.
And it's a good old pack it and chuck it,
So normally you go
bag it
there,
and tag it.
and then how about pee? Bottle?
Bottle.
Bottle.
If
okay.
I have to, bottle.
Yeah.
And otherwise, it's the great outdoors.
Yeah.
You know, try and find a quiet spot. Here in the city, it's a little bit difficult to find a quiet spot, but of course, it's still possible to do. Or yeah, when you're on the move, you know, coffee shop or whatever the case may be.
Yeah. How normally you found the parking spots?
I use Park for Night, the app,
Yep.
or I use Axie as well. So I've got Axie, which is an expensive version of Park for Night.
But
So I've
both okay.
Yeah, they both work, but I mean,
But did you find something what you didn't find in Park for Night?
in Axie there are a few more places here in Spain and in France, of course. So Axie does kind of, it's beneficial to have Axie, but I kind of feel like it's overpriced and overhyped. But yeah, I mean, you sort of need to have it if you want to find decent spots as well.
Okay.
Park for Night is nice, but Park for Night also has some really dodgy places. Like when I was in Barcelona, there were some really dodgy places on Park for Night. And even in fact, the first parking location that I went to here in this city, I also didn't want to stay. So ended up in a different parking station, and it's much nicer
Maybe
here.
you can sit here and I can sit here.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can get rid of this
Yeah.
because we don't need that.
How did you decide to start this kind of lifestyle? So you started like 5 weeks ago so far?
Yeah, so I started a couple of weeks ago. I mean, the original idea started a couple of years ago, actually. And then my now ex-girlfriend and I broke up. And
It's how you moved to Germany, you said.
Yeah, it's how I moved to Germany. I moved to Germany to be with her. Long distance was quite hard from South Africa to Germany. And then, yeah, we decided that our relationship wasn't going anywhere. So we decided just to kind of, end it.
I have a question, by
yes.
the way, about because they're kind of topic about the German girls, because somebody say, okay, there are beautiful guys, but not that beautiful girls in general. But I want to say that it's kind of stereotypes, because I met German girls like outside of Germany, because I was not much time there, and I would say they're like fucking, I mean, beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, there are some.
I mean, I'm like,
there are
okay,
some German girls that you definitely don't want to know, but there's a lot of German girls that are really beautiful.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
like,
my ex-girlfriend was a
stereotypes.
beautiful girl as well. Like, it's not like
I'm not
you
sure.
know, I wouldn't have moved across the world for someone who wasn't beautiful, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of stereotypes, Yeah.
Because
I'm not interested in general, right?
Sure.
Because people say in general, like, I mean, but they say, okay, beautiful guys, but like, I mean, with blue eyes and like white hair. But I've seen like girls as well, like this,
Sure.
like what the hell? I mean, it's just stereotypes. Okay.
Yeah, and apparently, I mean, they even say the same about East Germany, where I now live, and that's sort of like the Florence of Germany is Dresden, and that's apparently where all the pretty girls come from.
Western part.
The eastern part.
Eastern part.
The eastern
so
part, yeah.
More beautiful girls.
More beautiful, because they're closer to the east.
Okay.
So Ukraine, for example, there's a lot of Ukrainian models who are incredibly attractive girls, right? And then even in the Czech Republic, they're very beautiful. But
I wasn't there, so.
Okay, well, I was there. So that's how I started my trip. I started in Chemnitz, Germany, which is near Dresden. I traveled down towards Prague, broke down on day one, was towed into Prague, or put on a low bed and taken back into Prague, and then put up in a hotel for 3 nights through the insurance, fixed the van on the Monday, and carried on driving. And so far so good. The van hasn't broken down again. I did have a punctured tire in Austria, where they wanted to charge me.
So wait, what was your trip? So you started in Germany, then Czech Republic.
Yeah. So I started
Austria.
in East Germany, Chemnitz, and then drove down towards Prague. From Prague, I drove down towards the end. I can't even remember what the little town was. But I stayed in the Czech Republic for 1 more night, and then I went the next day into Linz, Austria. So that's eastern Austria. That's beautiful, really beautiful town. It's on the Danube River, and then drove kind of right through the center of Austria all the way down, and ended in Velden. Velden is on the Wörthersee, or the Wörther Lake in English. And then spent a night there, had a cold shower, because the Austrians charge extra for hot showers.
But you can take cold shower in the lakes,
well, the lake was like really cold. It was like, I think
15 degrees.
No, it was that was like the day temperature. I think the night temperature was like 8 degrees.
8 degrees?
Yeah, it was really cold.
It was like,
it was pouring with rain as well, and it was up in the mountains. So
okay.
Yeah, well, near the mountains, not up in the mountains, but near the mountains. So the lake is kind of surrounded by mountains, and then that's where I discovered that I had a punctured tire. A nail was in the tire, so I took the tire off. Rolled it like an African does. You roll your own tire, because that's what you do. You do your own work, not like in Europe, where everybody just phones the insurance company, and the insurance company comes out and does it for you. So I rolled my tire to the local tire repair center, where they said to me that you can't repair the tire, you have to buy a new tire, and in fact you can't just buy one tire, you have to buy 2 tires, and the car came with new tires.
Wait. So you need to buy 2 tires?
So
it's
a recommendation when there's a fault with the tire. It's actually a recommendation.
So you need
but the Germans and the Austrians have rules. They don't have recommendations.
Is it?
Yeah.
So you need 2?
So you're supposed to buy 2 new tires, which they wanted to charge me 450 euros for. And the car came with almost brand new tires, so I was very upset about that.
Yeah, but
I-
if you can change one, that's it, you know.
yeah, so I managed to actually get my spare tire off from underneath the vehicle and put that on and get myself into Slovenia. So I went to the Socha Valley in Slovenia, met up with friends of mine from South Africa, from Cape Town.
I heard Slovenia is very beautiful.
It is
It is
stunning.
fantastically beautiful.
The mountains, I mean, that's my
Nature.
sort of area, is to be in the mountains. And I really, really loved it there. It was really stunning. And I went for a like 20-kilometer hike and everything there as well. Didn't even go all the way to the top of the mountains, which I think was 2,800 meters. I went to like 1,200 only, which is probably, I think, starting at around 400, so only 800, but it's straight up. It's very, very steep. And
Where did you go after Slovenia? So it was Czech Republic, Austria.
so yeah,
Slovenia?
well, I got my tire fixed. So I went and got my tire back in Velden, and then got it fixed in Slovenia for 20 euros instead of paying 450 euros for 2 new tires. And then put that tire back on, and I've driven another 1,000 plus 1,500 kilometers already with that tire on, and it's perfectly fine. So proving again that it's a recommendation,
Of
not a
course.
not a rule. But the Germans and the Austrians love their rules, so I'll give it to them. And then from there, I drove down to Venice, Italy.
Italy.
Spent 2 nights just there in a campsite area, plugged up, and went into Venice on both evenings. So I'm working from the car as well.
What do you do, by the way?
I work as an English instructor. So
Tell
working
to
with
people, what is it?
working with people that are professionals mainly, working with big businesses and so forth. Really just kind of teaching conversational English, business conversational English in a sense, with a little bit of grammar and a little bit of vocabulary here and there. But most of the clients just really want to have an opportunity to speak. And so it's just giving them that platform to speak and giving them that platform to speak on different topics and so forth, and to learn how to speak English in a more professional setting, social business setting, that kind of stuff.
So another question from from your job will be, what is the best way to make money and live in this kind of lifestyle online?
Schedule lessons back to back.
But online job.
Online, yeah.
Is the best
I
so
mean,
far.
look, that's one way to do it online. I know there's lots of other ways to do it online as well. It's probably not the most lucrative way to do it online, the way I'm doing it, because I'm not earning big bucks.
No, but what I'm saying, to live with this kind of lifestyle
Yeah.
with one life, this was so far is the best way to travel, because online job can give you option to travel.
Yes, exactly.
That's what
Yeah.
yeah,
So
okay.
being online is just giving me a lot more freedom. I'm already a freelancer, so I love that aspect of freedom already. I don't have a boss. My boss is the foreign office in Germany, as it were.
The German company, yeah, is it?
I work for 2 German companies as a language instructor, but I also work privately as a language instructor. So I can do both. I can do everything in that sense with my my residence permit or my work permit that I have for Germany. That allows me to be a freelancer and work in anything English teaching related, as it were, or English instructing rather.
Okay.
And then I had to get certified to be able to do that as well. So I did that while I was still in South Africa, and then moved over.
And
then,
here you said much safe compared to South Africa.
Oh yeah, in comparison to South Africa, you could never come to a parking lot, like a literal parking lot. Yes, okay, it's a camper's parking lot as well, but a literal parking lot, and just pull up for the night and be safe.
Okay.
You need to find really remote places in South Africa to do that. So it is possible, but it needs to be remote and out in the wilderness or on someone's farm or something like that. So traveling in Europe for me is a lot safer than traveling in South Africa. It's not to say that you can't travel in South Africa. I've done the length and breadth of the country many times and never had any issues. Not
By
in a
the
camper
car?
van.
Yeah, by car.
By
Right?
car, yeah. Not in a camper van, but there are plenty of people that do it by camper van. There's quite a few famous vloggers as well that are traveling in South Africa quite often with their vans. I think even one couple, Life of Bets, you'll probably find them on Instagram. They're South African, and they even would flow into France to do like a 10-day camping adventure in France.
So by the way, after Italy, so you moved to France?
Yeah. So no, so from Italy, I went from Venice. I went to Lake Garda, Lake Garda, and realized that it was basically little Germany where I went to. So I wanted to get away from there as quickly as possible. And then I went down to San Remo, I think it was, on the coast. So I did the whole 165 kilometer of the Italian Riviera. That was beautiful. But I didn't kind of like stop along the way. I just stopped once or twice, took a few photos, and just enjoyed the drive. You know, it's beautiful. Reminded me a lot of Chapman's Peak, although Chapman's Peak in South Africa is a lot shorter. But yeah, that was really, really stunning. And then from there, I drove into France, did about 50 kilometers of the French Riviera, and then got onto the highway from Cannes, because I just couldn't stand driving 10 kilometers an hour. And yeah, it was just seeing Bugattis and fancy cars and yachts and so forth. It was just silly, especially when you compared it to Italy, where it was actually still quaint and it was still picturesque and so forth. So it was just a bit too modern. I know I missed out on a lot of the city sites, but I'm not a city site person anyway. So for me, it was better to kind of get into the nature and so forth. And then my destination was actually Limoux in France, and where I met up with an old friend of my mom's and my former hairdresser, actually. So I got my hair cut. You know, South Africans, we're cheapskates, so I didn't want to pay for it either. She said, for old time's sake, it's okay. You know, so I got a free haircut, which was great. And then moved on from there to friends just outside of Barcelona, and stayed 6 days with them in a town called Calais.
It's outside a bit of Barcelona.
It's outside, so it's a small little town.
Somebody will smash windows.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, in Barcelona they'll probably steal.
Man, even like, I mean, this is another question. Like, anything happens during your like 5 weeks of traveling?
Other than the breakdowns, no.
Nothing.
No.
Like nobody tried to rob you or like try to get into the car.
No issues whatsoever, except for last night when I drove in. I did have a guy like come towards me and show me where to park, and then I was just like, I'm not staying here. He asked for €1 so he could buy. Yeah. So he could buy some smokes or something like that. I gave him the €1, and then he was like showing me where to park and spending as much time as he could around the car. And I was just like, nope, I don't feel comfortable here, so I'm out. And then I drove out and Valencia. I should probably say what city I'm in here.
What is your like in general plan, and for how long do you plan to travel?
Just to drive.
How long do you plan to travel like that?
No idea. No plan. Just traveling. Technically speaking, I should be back in Germany within 6 months. So that's my like work permit allowance to be out is about half a year.
And your plans, like you planning to go to Portugal and
Spain, I think I'm just going to keep going down south. The plan is just to stay out of the cold weather.
Czech, by the way, like Morocco, everybody say during the winter time a lot of people go there.
Okay.
Winter time for Morocco. I mean, I think I don't know about the documents. What do you need there? But like many people recommend.
Yeah,
many people go there.
I'm pretty sure for a South African the visas can't be too difficult.
Yeah, for you it's like okay.
So the visas are always an issue, but with my work permit I can travel the length and breadth of Europe, which without any issues. And then for I think I'll go down to Porto from here, which is Malaga first, which is another 400 kilometers.
Lisbon, no?
And then I don't know if I will go to Lisbon, but I guess it's one of the cities that you have to see. So
I've been in Porto and Lisbon. Porto like 2 days, and it was rain when I was there, so I cannot say this. I like it. So
okay.
it was kind of.
Well, I
Somebody,
was
some strange
yeah.
guys parked close to me.
Okay.
They try probably. Yeah, it's kind of strange situation I had.
Okay.
I didn't stay there much, but yeah.
Well, it was recommended to me to go to Porto and not Lisbon. So, but I think I must check out both cities.
If it will be on the way, so just check it out.
And then I was thinking of also putting the van onto a ferry and going across onto the Canary Islands. I've been on Tenerife once before.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful island. Would love to go back. And yeah, I think putting the van on a ferry and going island hopping is going to be great.
Can you turn on the lights if you have a little bit something? No, this is not lights, is it? Oh, okay.
So I've got lights.
Yeah, because it's like we're
Oh, it's getting dark. I've got lots of
Yeah.
lights if you want.
No, don't
many
need
lights
much.
do you
This one
need?
is will be okay. I think.
Okay. You need both of them on, or
Yeah, this one's okay. Yeah, perfect.
okay? Because I can turn that one off, so you're still a little bit.
No.
No, that one's better. Okay.
Okay. And how did you come to this idea to travel this kind of?
So I already had the idea to do it when I met a client of mine actually, who is the kind of the luxury traveler. He's got one of these really fancy RV type of vehicles, and it's got like a garage storage, and it's got everything you can think of.
Is it long or not?
It's quite a long. I think it's a 6.4 meter or a 7 meter van.
And where is he traveling?
Say again?
Where is he traveling?
So he's based in Cologne, and so from Cologne he travels out to like the Netherlands, works from the Netherlands. Often when I worked with him, he was sitting in the Netherlands working as well. I won't mention his name or what company he's from, because that he could get in trouble for doing that, although I believe he's now retired. Because of course Germany had some really strict laws around working remotely.
So you've seen how he lives.
So I kind of saw how he did it and realized that it is possible, but of course he's done it the luxury way because he's got the money to do it. I think his van was like 120,000 euros or something like that, in comparison to my 8,000 euro van.
Man, it's not about like cost.
It's not about the cost; it's about the experience.
Exactly.
So yeah, I had the bee in the bonnet already from working with him about 2 years ago, and then I started sort of discussing it with my girlfriend at the time as well, and saying, hey, we should try this, but it was just not her way of adventuring. She much prefers the luxuries of hotels or Airbnbs, where you've actually got a solid bed and you've got a bathroom and you don't have to fall over each other and so forth. And I mean, of course, we all prefer that, but I think there's something somewhat romantic about traveling like this as well.
I mean, it depends on the girls.
It depends on the girls for sure, yeah.
Because I've seen some, not much, but some solo girls as well.
Yeah, there's plenty of solo girls. I was really amazed, like at some of the campsites, seeing how many solo travelers there actually are. I thought I was just
no, there are many, but not much girls, to be honest. Solo girls, I've seen just few.
Okay.
In 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So most of the travelers, they're old retired people.
Yeah.
Some young.
That's true. Yeah.
Some young. How old are you right now?
I'm 35.
35. Okay.
Yeah, 35. So you could say I'm going through my 35-year crisis now.
I started at 35 as well.
Okay. So. Yeah. So yeah,
it's good age to start. It's like what I was saying, to myself, that people live all their life to start to live, because people, when they retire, they just started. Yeah. So I'm kind of lucky that I started a little bit earlier.
Yeah. No, exactly. I mean, there's no point in doing this when you're old, because you can't walk. Like today, I walked through Valencia. I did 24 kilometers walking. And if I don't know, if you're 70 or 80 years old, I don't know if you can do 24 kilometers of walking around a city. And getting on a bike and then riding here and riding there. I don't know, I'm not at that age. I guess if you look after your body, you can do it, and it is possible. But most of the people that we see don't look after their bodies in Europe, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, depends. Here, a lot of people in Spain would say like they train. Even old people I
Sure.
can see. It's what I like, because, for example, compared to China where I lived before, so a lot of old people come in to train. Not much young generation
Okay.
training outside, outdoor. Here, I'm like surprising that many young, different ages,
Okay.
training and doing different type of sports. Like, and because of the weather allowed, a lot of volleyball
Yeah.
players, like runners, like calisthenics area as well was
Yes.
that also.
Yeah.
Okay, so far, what do you like and what you don't like with this kind of lifestyle?
Okay. So far, for what I like,
In 5
is the
weeks, it's hard to say, but it's like
yeah,
at least-
in not even 5 weeks yet. I think 23, 24 days. I think I like I knew I was going to like the freedom of it, but I really like the freedom of it. It really gives me the opportunity to literally choose wherever I want to go and whenever I want to go and however I want to go, basically. It's not on the Deutsche Bahn, which is the German train schedule. It's not on the airplane schedule. I can decide if I'm going to do 400 kilometers or if I'm going to do 50 kilometers. I can decide whether or not I'm going to park in a parking site or a campsite for the night. For me, that's the luxury of it.
yeah, this is because you soul as well,
Yes.
Don't forget.
Yeah.
Because if you're not alone, like,
Yeah.
it's
If
will
you're
be
not a
different.
solo traveler, I think it.
Here you're kind of
then-
independent. You do
Yeah.
whatever you want.
So as a solo traveler, of course, you can do whatever you want, however you want.
Yeah.
But I reckon even like I've met some other I've met some couples traveling along the way, and they also sort of just pick it up as they go along. They just do whatever they feel like doing
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah.
And that's also really nice, is meeting people from all over the world. I've met an Egyptian, lots of Germans, of course, because they're the ones who have the money to do all of the fancy stuff.
Most of the people who are traveling, like with motorhomes, I've
Yeah.
seen German.
Yeah, most
German
of them are Germans or Swiss, but then they have like the luxury models.
From Swiss, I would say I didn't see much. To be
Oh,
honest.
okay. You got to
Like
look. You got to
few.
look for the palaces.
Few.
That's why.
I don't know. Maybe.
So, and they're mainly at the campsites, and then you got to go to Lake Garda, and
that's why,
then you'll
that's
see
why.
them there. Yeah.
Okay. What you don't like, for example?
What I don't like, and what I would change, I definitely need to figure out a better solution for the toilet and showering, because showering in
You can buy, like those remote, like portable. you
yeah,
know.
yeah, like porta potties and so forth. Yeah,
I
yeah,
have.
yeah.
I bought it before,
Yeah.
but I would just like prefer right now. I moved it out because
Yeah.
take
It takes up too much
take a lot
space.
of space.
Yeah.
Yeah. In my
Yeah.
car, I mean, here you can. Yeah.
Here it's easy. You
have-
can hide it. You can
you can
build
put-
it in somewhere, for example.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. For you, it should be no problem.
So
and it's like comfortable.
yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with my packet idea. It works.
No, but it's like it's much convenient.
much more of an emergency setup that I have
Yeah.
than anything else. What I definitely don't like, and I don't appreciate, especially about Europe, is the prices of traveling are ridiculous. Prices
mean?
of diesel, for example, in comparison to Germany, it's still cheaper. But when I compare it to South Africa, it's very expensive.
How much in South Africa?
It's about
1 liter.
21 to 23 rand, so it's about €1.07
Oh,
a liter.
okay.
And here we're paying 140 to 160 to 170,
Yeah, depends
depending on the
countries,
country
yeah.
that you're
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
So it's almost it's creeping up to almost double.
Same with like US or like if you go to
Yeah.
some Arabic countries,
Yeah.
depends like
And then of course the other thing with that is the prices of campsites are also crazy expensive. But
How much did you pay? How much did you see?
the most expensive I've paid is 33 a night, 33 euros a night. The average that I'm paying is around 26 euros a night.
What do they have there? What is like
Um,
difference compared to normal parking? Safety?
The safety element would be one of it. Obviously the clean showers, toilets, and electricity, so you can plug up and recharge the batteries and so
But
forth.
you have as well or not? Can you like plug in and
Yes,
charge?
I've got a plug system, electrical plug-up system, so I can plug in, which is very important for obviously charging the battery. and running the fridge full time because the fridge is on a set timer.
How much time do you need to charge everything like fully from zero, for example?
If I'm charging off the grid, it needs a maximum like an hour and a half, and then it's full.
Okay.
It's not a big capacity battery. It's quite small, but it's just a normal lead acid battery, like a car battery, it doesn't take a lot. When I'm driving, it's full after 3 hours of driving as well, so it's also connected to the starter battery, and then the alternator, of course, and that charges that as well, plus the solar panel, which is not the most efficient, but at least it's better than nothing.
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
Okay.
And then what else? I mean, it's basically the ablutions and the shower and toilet that I would really kind of want to have.
You can manage with gyms.
With showers you can manage with gyms. I think I could also set up like a nice little shower in the middle here if I really wanted to. But yeah, with gyms and so forth, I think it's really possible. I mean, honestly, not much to complain about.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, as you say, I've only been doing it for 23 plus days. So I haven't really experienced like the negative things.
Yeah, I mean it's not much, to be honest. Like, what is it like? It's less than 1 month. Yeah.
Yeah, less than 1 month. Less than 1 month, but.
What kind of advice? Normally, I'm asking this question, and then what kind of advice can you give to those people who want to try this kind of lifestyle, or like didn't start yet?
Budget is very important. So I had a maximum budget that I would go to.
To buy at least
to buy a van, and of course that's why I bought such a cheap van for 8,000 euros. For me, that's not cheap. When I convert, and I know I shouldn't be converting because I'm earning euros, but I'm not earning a huge amount of euros, which makes it more difficult for me to be able to travel. Because every time wherever I go, I have to think to myself, okay, can I actually afford to do this? Can I actually afford to go to a restaurant and eat there, or drink this wine,
it's
or
normal,
whatever?
You need to calculate your budget.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for most, like, the mindset that I had getting into this was that hippie style of travel. Woodstock, 1980s, people in their T3s sleeping in their vans and having a jowl. And what I realized in Europe is that most of that is no longer the reality. The reality is more of these very fancy vans, the full like home on wheels recreational vehicles.
But what I would say, like those people who own this kind of who live in this kind of
league,
motorhomes, they never like even communicate much.
Yeah, they don't.
They sitting inside.
Yeah.
They come and just sit inside.
Yeah.
Or like they just go somewhere grocery and come back.
Perfect example is the car that's 2 cars away from me. I've seen the people through the window and that's it, and haven't spoken to them other than yourself.
Yeah.
And the people that are exactly that with smaller vans or old vans, they're the ones who are friendly and nice, and they're the, dare I say it, the hippie style travelers. Like the advice that I've been given mostly from hippie style travelers is the best advice that I have been given.
So what is in general how you can put everything together? So you need to kind of save some money. Some money to save to buy something.
So you definitely, for me personally, I have to save for like a new electrical system in the car, and that I know is going to cost me close to 1,000 euros DIY setting it up, doing it myself. Because
in general you have everything, man. It's like
in general I have everything
for 8,000 to be honest, like because it's 300 something you said,
335,000.
Right?
Well, now 336.
It's
probably
a lot.
More.
From another side, if it's around like 1 million and you're not planning to go like crazy, all around the world, so it's more than enough for you. And with everything what you have is like fuck, man. It's just
it really is.
It's enough.
It's worth it.
You can walk here. You can sleep there like a king.
I can sleep perfectly
with your height.
Fine.
What we said before.
This whole system where I'm sitting on here folds over into a bed, so you can have an extra bed here as well. I could even, if I really wanted to in the future, I could put a rooftop tent on it.
Because in Germany, for example, I know some guys from Sweden. They bought in Sweden old one, like Ducato maybe or something.
Yeah, Fiat
It's like
Ducato
motorhome. No,
yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's motorhome.
Yeah.
You know, 1993, so around less than 5,000 euros. So you just need to watch, and you can still buy something
Yes.
old one, and you just like fix it a little bit and just start.
Absolutely.
Start to go.
There's a lot of vans available online for under 10,000 euros.
Yeah.
You've just got to be aware of what you're buying.
Yeah.
That was the mistake that I made actually back in May. I bought myself a Fiat Ducato.
Motorhome.
No, it was a van, exactly the same as this,
Okay.
just slightly shorter version. But it didn't have the German TÜV, the German technical inspection, which is a very, very important thing.
Yeah, in Europe in general, it's very important.
And I thought to myself, okay, well, it doesn't have the TÜV, but I can get the TÜV. And not even a week later, I think it was 3 or 4 days later, I was with friends of mine, and they said to me, let's go straight to the mechanic.
Okay.
And the mechanic took one look at it, and he said, you're not going to get TÜV.
So what did you do? You sell?
So
you
thankfully, the mechanic actually put the van up, and he did a little inspection, and he did a video for me as well, where he proved that the vehicle was in such bad condition that it wouldn't even be allowed to be on German roads.
Okay,
and we'll stop for a second.
Give it back. No, it's okay. It's okay.
And so I managed, with a little bit of convincing and so forth, and some friends' help, and even my ex-girlfriend's father got involved and tried to convince the seller to buy the car back from me, basically. And thankfully, we had both filled out the contract like children, so we had no idea what we had done right or wrong on the contract. So there wasn't even really a real contract. I had just given him some money, and he had just given me a car. And so we just kind of gave each other the things back that we had given each other. So that was really, really good, and I believe that was like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, because that doesn't happen in Germany ever. Normally it's just, good luck, it's your problem now, deal with it.
Yeah.
So I was very fortunate that he took the van back, and he said that he's going to just carry on driving it. So
how long is your van, by the way?
It's the 5.6 meter version.
5.6, okay. Yeah, so you can park easily in most
so it just fits into parkings.
Yeah.
I think this is a standard parking length as well here.
Yeah.
And it fits in quite nicely. It doesn't hang over too far in the back.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm very happy with the vehicle, and very happy with the lifestyle so far, and just going to keep going.
Yeah, I just want to say good luck to you with everything.
Thank you.